Welcome back to the channel, guys. I promise an update on this coming soon. It's not good though. But in other news, the car is not doing so good, so might as well make some upgrades. First of all, I don't know why, but everyone is giving me such a hard time when I released pictures of the turbo kit done and we had the stock 18 manifold. Now, these will start to crack somewhere above 30, 35 PSI. I've personally ran 28, 29 pounds of boost. Haven't had any issues with this yet, although it is plastic and it's kind of hideous. But I was planned to run this for a while just because I hadn't had any problems with it, but I knew that was going to be probably my next limiting factor because everything else pretty much has been upgraded to an aftermarket, besides like the valve covers, which no one really makes Gen 3 valve covers yet because they have the direct injection port over there. And even though mine's deleted, the slot is still there. But I did hear that MMR is making some Gen 3 Billet Coyote valve covers. Other than that, pretty much everything has been changed on this car. Obviously you can see the wiring is a mess because there's some wiring issue going on with the stock ECU, PCM. But let's get back to the manifold. So literally, as I posted this, tons of people were giving me a hard time about that because the engine bay was so clean, obviously with the wires tucked back. Everything was powder coated, Cerakoted, everything was black, nicely done, except I had this plastic intake manifold. I got so much crap for that. Matt at Blfab, Lee gave me a hard time. Everybody that commented was like, so when's the intake manifold getting upgraded? Well, we have an answer for that. First of all, before I show it to you guys, I'm really excited to show it to you guys. But before we show you that, I want to give a huge thanks to Kolby, Legacy Auto Group. He made this possible. This was probably not even possible. It wasn't even on my list of things to do. But Kolby, one of my good Canadian friends from across the border, him and Matt got together. Matt from Billet Pro Shop, BL Fabrications, and the Tie Shop. If you guys know, anytime I get fittings, like the water pump fittings, literally any fitting I have, the VCT block offs, I have so much Blfab stuff on here, Billet Pro Shop, and I always recommend the Blfab single turbo kit if you're looking for a single turbo kit and don't want to do one custom. I always recommend their stuff. Super nice quality, super nice guys, great customer service. But anyways, huge thanks to Kolby and Matt for making this possible. Like I said, this was not on my list of things to do this year. I was going to try and run the manifold as long as I could, but with the help of good friends, we made it possible, and I'm just really excited to show you guys. I can't wait. I haven't even looked at it. I opened the box, but I was like, man, I'll wait to take the first view with you guys so we can see it together. So let's see what it looks like. Oh man, insert all the pro mod comments here because this is some pro mod shit. All right, I might have to put the camera down to get this beast out of here, but holy smokes, that's a smoke show right there. Oh my God, it's light. Of course it's light. This is ridiculous. Bada bing. You guys gotta check this out. So I used to get a lot of pro mod comments, but insert the pro mod comments now. So it's got obviously burst panel on the back. What's cool is all the vacuum lines. I kind of wondered, but all the vacuum line fittings are on the back, so all the vacuum lines will be nice and hidden. I had previously cleaned up some of the vacuum lines, but you can see they're all just kind of tapped off because I don't need these ports, but they're there and they're open, so you have to plug them. So now I won't be needing those. Move the vacuum lines to the back. And yeah, so this is a Sean's custom alloy, billet intake manifold, billet fuel rails. I mean, it is just so freaking nice. Holy shit. It's got the OEM throttle body adapter. Obviously, if you're gonna run aftermarket ECU, you can get an aftermarket throttle body. It'll bolt right up, but they make this super nice, high quality OEM throttle body adapter if you're staying on the stock ECU. And obviously the top hat's removable. Holy shoot. I did single injector, obviously. You can make these dual injectors, but I did single injector, obviously, because I'm just running single 2150 FICs. But man, this is such a quality piece. Holy crap, look at that. Oh my God, that's insane. Alright guys, so hopefully you're just as excited about that intake manifold as I am. Like I said, I planned on running the plastic stock 2018 manifold probably throughout the season, or at least until it was going to crack, because I was going to use pretty much those funds to maintain the car or, you know, upgrade the car if we needed to throughout the season. But some things just work out really good, and this one worked out really freaking good. So once again, huge thanks to Kolby, Legacy Auto Group, and huge thanks to Matt over at Billet Pro Shop, Blfab, the tie shop. If you guys don't know, like I said, I get a lot of my parts through him. He does a lot of private labeling for probably a lot of parts you guys actually will run, which is really cool. But huge thanks to them. I'm really excited to get the manifold on. Now Joe, Streetcar Joe, follow him on YouTube and Instagram if you haven't already. He's going to be a little bit upset because, well, we probably just have to change the angle of the charge pipe that comes up from the cold side, because obviously the stock 2018 manifold, it kind of like dips down and then the throttle body angles out, which is what we actually had trouble with, which is kind of ironic, but we had trouble with making that pipe look good with the angle that we had to put in it. And it's funny, we messed with it all night one time just trying to make it look somewhat decent, because we didn't like the angle that we had to put on it because of that, the way the throttle body comes off the manifold. Well, now that's changed and it'll actually look a lot better. Unfortunately, I've already powder coated the charge pipe, but hopefully we can just be able to trim it maybe, or use a different coupler. If we actually have to weld a different angle at the end of the piece, it's fine. I'll send it back to powder coat in a little bit, but I'm really excited just to get that damn manifold on there. It's gonna be sick. I'm really pumped for that. It'll really clean up the engine bay, make it look crazy different. Hopefully it helps make a lot more power up top. There's a lot more volume in there for airflow, so I'm really excited to run it. And I know a lot of you have been giving me shit about running that manifold, the stock one. So there's your answer. We got the Sean's Billet custom alloy intake manifold. Hope you guys are excited as I am. Now, there's some updates coming on my car very soon, which are not really good. Running into a few issues. It did start idle, revved up, got on the trans brake, got on the two-step, but I'm having a few other issues, which I'll update you guys in the next videos. Nick's car is coming along really well. Update you guys on that in the next video after that, most likely. But we've made a lot of progress on his, and essentially, we need to go get an engine hoist and get this thing out of here. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying the build, now that we got two Turbo Mustang builds going on, same year, which is kind of cool. One's a 10-speed, which is my buddy Nick's, and then mine is the Powerglide RPG built single turbo car. So hopefully lots of updates coming soon, lots of content coming to you guys soon. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome week. I'll see you guys on the next one.